everyone, and happy Wednesday to you. I am going to be continuing on with Carl Rogers on Becoming a Person. This is going to be a short reading today because the readings that come after it are a little bit more lengthy, so I wanted to introduce the next chapter, which is the characteristics of a helping relationship, and that starts chapter 3. And so we're going to read the first 2 pages of that. And then when we return tomorrow, we'll have an opportunity to spend a little bit more time together and read a little bit more. So here we go. The characteristics of a helping relationship. I have long had the strong conviction, some might say it was an obsession, that the therapeutic relationship is only a special instance of interpersonal relationships in general, and that the same lawfulness governs all such relationships. This was the theme I chose to work out for myself when I was asked to give an address to the convention of the American Personnel Guidance Association at St. Louis in 1958. Evident in this paper is the dichotomy between the objective and the subjective, which has been such an important part of my experience during recent years. I find it very difficult to give a paper which is either wholly objective or wholly subjective. I like to bring the two worlds into close juxtaposition, even if I cannot fully reconcile them. My interest in psychotherapy. My interest in psychotherapy has brought about in me an interest in every kind of helping relationship. By this term, I mean a relationship in which at least one of the parties has the intent of promoting the growth, development, maturity, improved functioning, improved coping with life of the other. The other, in this sense, may be one individual or a group. To put it another way, a helping relationship might be defined as one in which one of the participants intends that there should come about in one or both parties more appreciation of, more expression of, more functional use of the latent inner resources of the individual. Now, it is obvious that such a definition covers a wide range of relationships, which usually are intended to facilitate growth. It would certainly include the relationship between mother and child, father and child. It would include the relationship between the physician and his patient. The relationship between teacher and pupil would often come under this definition, though some teachers would not have the promotion of growth as their intent. It includes almost all counselor-client relationships, whether we are speaking of educational counseling, vocational counseling, or personal counseling. In this last mentioned area, it would include a wide range of relationships between the psychotherapist and the hospitalized psychotic, the therapist and the troubled or neurotic individual, and the relationship between the therapist and the increasing number of so-called normal individuals who enter therapy to improve their own functioning or accelerate their personal growth. These are largely one-to-one relationships, but we should also think of the large number of individual group interactions which are intended as helping relationships. Some administrators intend that their relationship to their staff groups shall be of the sort which promotes growth, though other administrators would not have this purpose. The interaction between the group therapy leader and his group belongs here. So does the relationship of the community consultant to a community group. Increasingly, the interaction between the industrial consultant and the management group is intended as a helping relationship. Perhaps this listening will point up the fact that a great many of the relationships in which we and others are involved fall within this category of interaction in which there is the purpose of promoting development and a more mature and adequate functioning. End of reading for today, and as I said, tomorrow we are going to start getting into this section a little bit more and spend more time together, and we're going to read the question and then the answers given by research and cover a few pages of that until we get to the top of page 45 with manufactured relationships. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and I look forward to being with you tomorrow.